All right, guys, well, it's an absolutely beautiful day to be out to grab a geocache. Just couldn't ask for better weather.
Hi, folks. This is your Geocaching Network roving reporter, Cache Ranger 09, coming to you live from SirDrumalot HQ, which is right across the yard from our house. But first, let's look at the weather. Parker, Lucas, Mississippi weather. It's hot! But the good news is that tomorrow's weather is cloudy with a chance of tacos. That's my kind of weather. So I'm here today with your favorite Southern Mississippi geovlogging sweetheart, SirDrumalot. How are you today, Dad, SirDrumalot?
Oh, I'm doing fine, Hayden. Cache Ranger 09, how are you?
I'm doing good. Recently, you've been challenged by GeoJerry to complete the hashtag gettoknowme challenge. So let's get started.
Okay, I've seen the challenge going around. I haven't been able to watch everybody's, but I'm happy to participate.
I'm going to ask you 7 personal questions and 7 geocaching questions.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's start with the personal questions. Question 1. Where did you grow up and where do you live now?
I grew up about 45 minutes from here. It's a small town called Monticello, Mississippi. And I went off to college, met a girl. We went to university in North Mississippi and got married, and we lived in North Mississippi for 7 or 8 years. And we've moved back here to Columbia, Mississippi, and we have been here since 2006.
Okay, so question 2, do you have any pets?
Yes, and as you know, Cache Ranger 09, we have 2 very young dogs, Boston Terriers. Baxter, who is a standard black and white Boston Terrier, and his little sister, Bailey, who is of the red and white variety, more of a brownish color. We got them, in January of this year, 2020, so they're still kind of young pups.
Question 3, what was your favorite activity as a kid?
Well, I think that would depend on how old of a kid we're talking about. When I was little, I was very much into cartoons and action figures, Star Wars specifically, but I liked Transformers and G.I. Joes. I did play some baseball. I wasn't very good at it, but I did like playing. Got into baseball cards. I rode my bike a lot. I played some tennis and I liked playing, but if I were to have to pick a favorite activity, I think it would probably be riding my bike. I just really enjoyed riding my bike all over the place. Did that a lot.
Okay, so question 4. What was the first car you owned?
Okay, so the first vehicle that I ever got, it was a navy blue, I believe it was a 1991 model Ford Ranger. It's a little small pickup truck, and I came home from school one day, and it was in the driveway, and I had been driving my dad's Ford Bronco. He had a company car, but he let me drive his Ford Bronco. But anyway, I came home, that truck was in the driveway, and I thought he was buying it for himself because it was a stick shift, a manual transmission. You've never seen one of those, I don't think. And I didn't know how to drive one, so I just assumed he bought it for himself. And he made me practice driving it, and then when I got really good at, driving it without throwing rocks and stuff in the driveway, it was my truck. So my first vehicle was a 1991 navy blue Ford Ranger, and I loved that truck.
Okay, so question number 5. If you could watch only one movie for the rest of your life, what would that be? Yeah, I know, Star Wars, right?
Well, actually, no, it probably wouldn't be Star Wars. You know, Star Wars is a whole universe. Many, many movies, cartoons, comics. I don't think that I would want to watch one of those without being able to see or experience the rest of it. So I would not go with Star Wars. That's a really difficult choice because I really like a lot of movies, but I think that I would choose a movie from my childhood, and the name of the movie is Stand By Me. It's basically about 4 boys in a small town, really close friends, and they're very, very different individuals, but they go on this quest together. And that movie, when I first saw it, I was maybe 9 or 10 years old, somewhere around your age. I really identified with the boys in the story, and it kind of reminded me, their quest kind of reminded me of me and my close friends maybe going on a quest of different outcome. But so yeah, I think I would choose Stand By Me because I do watch that movie at least once or twice a year.
Question 6. If you could meet any historical or famous person in history, who would it be?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm not a history buff by any means, but I do enjoy history, especially U.S. history. I think I would like to hang out for a little while with one of the founding fathers, like Thomas Jefferson or Ben Franklin or John Adams or Sam Adams. But let's get specific. I think I would like to hang out with Ben Franklin. He was a really, really interesting individual. Some of the scientific discoveries, mechanical discoveries or inventions, you know, everything that Ben Franklin did. I'd like to hang out with that guy. That'd be very interesting to me.
Okay. Question 7. During these times, what is one skill or hobby you would like to pick up?
Well, to be honest, I haven't had any spare time to pick up a new hobby. In fact, I think I have less time than what I normally do. But if I were one of those individuals that was in an area where they couldn't leave home and had loads and loads of spare time, because I still go to work, I think I would like to really pick up that banjo that I've been wanting to learn for many, many, many years. Just got the banjo and never got a chance. So I would like to learn that banjo.
Okay, so let's get on to the more important questions, the geocaching questions.
All right.
Question 1, how did you get into geocaching and when did you first start?
Geocaching was mentioned to me by a coworker in the summer of 2013, and I watched some videos on it, and I kind of researched it a little bit, and it looked very interesting to me. It looked like a good way to get me and the family outdoors a little more. I signed up and found my first geocache on August 4th, 2013, which coincidentally is my wedding anniversary. But I went caching on a Thursday and we went out to eat on that Saturday, I believe it was. So, but there you go. It's August of 2013.
Okay. Question 2. What do you enjoy most about geocaching in your area?
I'm going to use the state of Mississippi as my area because there's not a whole lot of geocaching locally. But the thing I like best about geocaching in Mississippi is the really neat historical sites that you get to see. There are some good visual scenic places too, but I like learning a little bit more about the history of the state. And as you can see with my videos doing the county challenge, Mississippi does have a lot of cool history.
Okay, so question 3. Would you rather find an amazing geocache in an average location or an average geocache in an amazing location?
I haven't found that many amazing geocaches, but I think I would rather find an average geocache at an amazing location. Whether it's, like previously stated, whether it's a really pretty scenery, visual place, you know, a place with a nice view, or a point of historical significance is really neat, or even if it's just like this cool piece of street art or mural, you know, on a wall. I would just rather find a plain little bison tube at one of those things than go out in the middle of a field or on the side of the road and find a really cool gadget cache. Don't get me wrong, I would love to do that, but I would rather find an average geocache at an amazing location.
Okay, so question 4. What is one geocaching milestone you are most proud of?
Probably when I completed my first geo tour, which was down in Houma, Louisiana. I want to say it was 2017. I think I did a video while I was down there, but I went down there by myself. I really didn't know what to expect because there was a big event, and I knew a few people there, but I typically cache by myself, and I was just really anxious to get it done, and I rushed and rushed. I cached until 11 or 12 o'clock the first night by myself, and then went out the next day. But it kind of put me on mentally another level of geocaching. After that, I've become a little more goal oriented with my geocaching. Not only was it a great experience while I did it, but to get that coin at the end, signifying that I completed the challenge, the tour, completed the tour. I don't know, just all of that lumped in. I ramble a lot, I'm sorry, but all of that lumped in would make it my favorite milestone, completing my first geo tour.
Okay, question 5. What is your next geocaching goal?
My next geocaching goal is to complete the Mississippi County Challenge, where I have to find a geocache in every county, and there's 82 counties in Mississippi, but I have to find a geocache in every county in the state. I'm a little over halfway there, but I'm hoping to finish that by the end of 2020.
Okay.
Check out the, I'll put a link to the playlist. Yeah.
Question 6. Where is one place you have not gone geocaching and would like to someday?
Well, there's always been a spot in the world that I've always wanted to visit, even before I got into geocaching, and that is the British Isles, the UK, England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, that area of the world. I've always wanted to go visit there. That's where our ancestors came from. I think it's just one of the most amazing places in the world. Lots of old history, the buildings, you know, all that stuff. Geocaching just adds another level of awesomeness to that trip. So there you go.
Question 7, the last question. What is your favorite geocaching memory?
My favorite geocaching memory would probably be, and now, like I said earlier in the video, I haven't been able to keep up with everybody's Get to Know Me challenge, but I bet you that I share the same memory as several of the other vloggers. It would have to be the GCNW Geo Vlogger Summit of 2018 at Geo Woodstock in Cincinnati. That was just such an amazing get-together. I had been watching these other people on YouTube for several years, and to come face to face with them, it was like meeting celebrities. I mean, I might as well have been meeting Keanu Reeves or Tom Cruise or somebody like that, because, you know, I had only seen these people on the screen, and I watched them intently and to come face to face and to get to hang out with them, that was so awesome. But the neatest thing about that experience was they were just like me. We had so many, not just geocaching, we had lots of other things in common. And there were lots of nice conversations. You know, we shared different YouTube tricks and tips and all this stuff, but there was a more personal connection with everybody, that it wasn't just through a screen now. I'm still rambling, but that whole, and getting to actually go geocaching with a few of those people was just really, really awesome. That experience meant so much to me, that mostly because I was included with them, and that, you know, so that would have to be my favorite memory.
Well, SirDrumalot, I want to thank you for answering all these questions.
Hey, my pleasure. Anytime. Glad to participate.
Now, in final, you have to challenge 3 other geovloggers to complete the challenge.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I'm hoping I don't challenge someone that's already been challenged, because I haven't been able to keep up with the whole thing. But I'm going to challenge Pathfinder 33, Sara McGhee, someone I've just started watching, and the Superknotts. Now, there's 2 people in the Superknotts, but they're one channel, so they count as one as far as I know. So, Superknotts, Sara McGhee, Pathfinder 33, it's time for you to do the hashtag Get to Know Me challenge. All right, Cache Ranger 09, I had a good time doing this, but it's time for you to get on out of here.
Okay.